Hello, my name is Kieran Rayworth, and today we're going to take a look at creating a domain controller. So, what a domain controller does is it provides computers to all be able to connect to each other across a network on a domain. And the server allows computers to access a certain amount of information, host several user accounts, and even be a file server and print server, which is also one of the roles that we've created. So here what we're going to do is we're going to unlock our computer. Right, okay, so we just close these windows from our previous video. So there's many ways of creating a domain controller. One of the first ways is manage your server, which is by clicking start, manage your server. What this does is, this is a main page for showing you what roles you have configured on your server, and things like that. It allows you to manage the roles, like here is manage file server and things like that. I can also add and remove a role, which takes me to the configure your server wizard, which is basically very the same. So I select next and blah blah blah. Another way we can create a domain controller is by going run, type in DC Promo, and this brings up the Active Directory installation wizard. And this takes you step by step into install an Active Directory. You have to do this yourself instead of the server doing this for you. So I'm going to choose the DC Promo wizard because it's a lot easier of getting what you want done. So select next to continue. And then what this page does here is it tells you about the operating system compatibility. So if you're running servers that are running Windows NT 4 server or earlier, you might not be able to connect your server to this domain. But computers like Windows 98, 2000, XP and Vista, you have no problems. So we select next. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new domain controller for a new domain. So we select next. I have a new domain and a new forest. So a new forest is the place where all domains are held together. So you might want a new domain in an existing domain forest. So what we're going to do is we're going to select domain and new forest. Now here, this is where we type our full DNS name, so that clients will be able to connect to this domain and recognize that it is actually part of this network. So we're going to say mydomain.local. Select next. This is just an example name. It doesn't represent anything at this time. Now what this is going to do is it's going to bring you to a NetBIOS name. So you're not going to have the full domain name, not mydomain.local. The server will change it to mydomain. So we select next, that's fine. Here is the Active Directory folders. This is where the Active Directory folders are going to be stored, and these will be shared at some point during the installation. Select next. Here's the logs of Active Directory. So we select next. I want to change this. Right here is the point where we reach the screen that says diagnostic failed. This is that we haven't got a DNS server installed and it hasn't been configured. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select install and configure DNS server on this computer and set the computer to use the DNS server and its preferred DNS server. Select next. Permissions compatible only with Windows 2000 server and Windows Server 2003 operating system. Select next. Now here is a password, so if you don't want this server to become a domain controller anymore, we can restore it and take it away. It's recommended that you don't use your administrator's password. use a different password from your administrator password. Select next and select next again. Here we're going to conclude. We're going to continue our installation.